Hi, Michaela Harris here. I want to take just a few minutes today to show you basically what I show a lot of companies. It's how to get more customers online without the use of paid advertising. Now, paid advertising does have its place, but I want to show you this how to use your website to work for you. Websites are great things to have if they function for you. If a website does not rank on the first page of Google, it is pretty much like a beautiful car with no gas. You want it to function the way it's supposed to. So the reason why I decided to reach out to you guys, typically I show people how to get their website ranking on that first page, and in order to bring in more customers and more revenue and things like that. Now, with you being a nonprofit, I understand that revenue may not be your number one priority right now, but maybe you're looking for more jobs, and I want to show you how to get that. So whether you're looking for more revenue or not, this information still is useful. So with that being said, I'll just jump right in. So with the way your website is built, it does look good. However, one thing that I did notice is that your homepage does not have 1,500 words of content. Now, Google algorithms, when they crawl a web page, look for 1,500 words of good quality content with keywords throughout that content. Those keywords are just terms that people search, like deck builders, Salt Lake City, or hardscaping, Salt Lake City, something like that. Now, those are what we call buyer intent keywords. And even though you're not really revenue based, you're a nonprofit, those buyer intent words still pertain to you because it's someone looking to make a purchase of a product or service. That's what happens when they're searching for those words. That's why we call them buyer intent. Now, whether you are pocketing the money for profit or not, you're still wanting those buyer intent keywords for the services that you offer. The next thing I want to point out is that any of your services, list them on separate pages because each of these services have separate search volumes. And when I say volume, I'm pertaining to the number of people searching for that word. Ultimately, you want them to be on separate pages so that you can put 500 to 750 words on each page and put those keywords on there and rank those pages separately. Now, the next most important thing is going to be your Google Business Profile. You want this to be able to rank in the map section so that people can find you, and you're going to do that by doing 4 things. Utilizing that detailed company description, use as many of those words as you can, get a good bit of detail in there, get plenty of geotagged optimized images. You want to go and get plenty of reviews from anyone that you've serviced in the past, and then you want to make sure you've got plenty of citations. Now, citations are just listing sites like Yelp or Yellow Pages that list your name, address, and phone number. Why this is important is because if I'm coming in here and I'm searching something like deck builders Salt Lake City, or hardscaping Salt Lake City, or renovations of Salt Lake City, I'm going to see the top 3 in maps and that first page of Google Organics. Now, ads do show up here, and I do believe that when I saw your company, I found your company for an ad in Tampa, Florida. So these ads have to be done correctly in order to show up where you want them to. That location thing is just something you can go in there and change. The automatic Google location setting you want to change it each time you run an ad campaign. Otherwise, you're going to end up showing in places like Florida when you're in Utah. So these are paid positions. The rest of these are achieved by ranking. So 9 out of 10 people are never going to make it to that second page, and most people won't click more businesses. So you want to be as easy as possible for your potential customer or client to find in order to bring in the most amount of volume. Now, I don't know how many jobs you're looking to get, but I'm assuming if you're paying for Google Ads, you are looking for more work. Now, I do notice that you did lots of different services. You're not just landscaping, hardscaping, or renovations, that you do a little bit of everything. So I wanted to show you a few different words here and why this is important. So if you take a look at the statistics behind a website, there's a trust rating and a power rating. Now, this is influenced by backlinks. This is just other websites that link back to yours. This is part of the ranking process. You want to get good quality backlinks. Low quality will hurt you, not help you. Now, as you can see right now, your website's not bringing you much traffic in at all, and Google can't find that many good keywords, which is why you're not ranking, partly because Google doesn't know what your website is about. So if I take a look at one of your competitors, which I have it pulled up for renovations, hardscaping, and deck builders, 3 of the services I found on your website. Basically, you can take a look at their website statistics and see that their scores are not that great, and that's probably because their backlinks aren't that great, and they have a pretty good bit of keywords, and they are bringing in a little bit more traffic. Now, I do know that hardscaping jobs can be rather expensive, so just one of your services, you wouldn't really need 53 people visiting your website, 53 potential customers, just because those jobs are more expensive and they sometimes take longer. I know typically patios take 2 to 3 days, I believe. So you really wouldn't need that high of a volume, but I want to show you that there is volume out there for you to go after. So if I take a look at renovations, remodeling contractors in Utah, 60 searches. You really want to go for those that are just for Salt Lake City though, unless you service another city. But see here, you got 40, 100, come up here, 100. So you've got several hundred people searching for remodeling or renovations in Salt Lake City. Now if I go and take a look at your other services, for deck builders, there's 100 searches, 70, 60, patio installation 30, deck repair 60, deck contractors 40. So basically, or here you go, deck and fence, Salt Lake City 100. So basically what you're seeing here is there are several hundred, upwards into probably closer to 1,000 total people searching for all of the services that you offer. And then if I go in here and look at landscaping, I don't know if you technically do landscaping, but I pulled this up. If you see this, 150, 300 searches for landscaping in Salt Lake City. Why I really pulled this up though is for hardscaping. So hardscaping Salt Lake City 60, hardscape Salt Lake City 60. So there's 120 searches for hardscaping, doing patios and pavers and walkways. So basically what I want you to get from this is there's a huge volume of people that's searching for your services, and with you being a non-profit and basically teaching people jobs so that they can get out of the lifestyles that they're in and make a better life for themselves, if you're looking for more work for them, which I'm assuming you are because of the Google ads, then having those Google ads targeting the right city is going to not only save you money, but it's going to aid you in bringing in people. But then if you want to go the route of ranking your website and having your website function in the way that it's supposed to, then this is how you go about doing that. Optimizing that website, getting backlinks for it, making sure it's correctly built, and then optimizing that Google business profile. If you have any questions, I would love to sit down and talk with you about this a little bit more, but ultimately I just wanted to give you some good information to help you out. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions though. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.